Hello everybody, how's it going? That was an extremely loud introduction, and welcome to Failgex News, March 12th, 2013. So we have a couple of things going on today. Tribute to Guthix and new combat abilities, yippity-doo-dah-day, in the EOC-ness, which I don't play all that much anymore. Tribute to Guthix, first of all, which is a free player and member update, which is kind of interesting. The events of the World Rakes have already made their wave across Gielinor, and no one has been more affected than Guthix druids. Memsticks and rune stacks, that's kind of interesting, are spreading the word just outside Valador's North Gate, extolling the teachings of their god and honoring his name, which you think people would probably follow Guthix more, considering he's god of the earth. But speak to Memsticks to pick up 3-piece cosmetic set of Guthix-themed gear, as well as an emote and an impressive override for two-handed swords, the Sword of Edix, which, once obtained, can be displayed through the customization interface. These free gifts are available immediately for free and members. That's kind of cool. If it looks anything like the concept art on here, it looks pretty badass, actually. If I had, like, a rune two-hand or something like that, I would definitely be changing that, to be honest. Anything but the god swords, to be honest. Most of the god swords looks pretty badass. Except for maybe Bandos. Bandos kind of looks meh. But anyway, I digress. That's kind of cool. And it's kind of cool that it's free, actually. For free-to-play and members, and it doesn't cost anything. That's really weird for Jagex. Usually they're like, Solomon's General Store for 50 million rune coins, which is like $600 billion. Yeah, so kind of weird that this Guthix-themed gear and Sword of Edix customization thing is actually free. Good job, Jagex, for actually doing something free for once. It's really nice of you. Probably because they made so much money off of the 07scape thing, but anyway, I digress. Guthixian butterflies have also begun to manifest throughout the game worlds. Catching enough will unlock memories of Guthix himself, where all new lore about Guthix's life as immortal, his ascension to godhood and his relationship with the goddess Siren will be revealed. This kind of knocks to Noob Show's how RuneScape was created video right out of the water, but anyway. Up to 4 memories can be unlocked each day, and there are 15 in total. Keep catching those butterflies if you want to unlock them all. Members will also get XP in their lowest skill for each butterfly they catch. That's kind of nice. You won't earn XP or unlock any more memories for catching more than 20 butterflies per day, though. Finally, Memsticks and Rune Stacks are building a tribute stone for Guthix just north of Valador. To pay your own tribute to Guthix, contribute a piece of rune essence to the stone. When you do so, you'll find out how many players have done the same thing. The stone will persist even when the event is over, and if at least 250,000 rune essence is added to across the game worlds, the stone will act as a permanent prayer altar and small obelisk. That's kind of interesting. How to start tribute to Guthix. Speak to Memsticks just north of Valador by the lodestone to receive the gifts. Speak to Rune Stacks in the same place for more information on the tribute stone, and butterflies can be found throughout the game world. There are no requirements, although only RuneScape members can earn XP from catching the butterflies, and there is a forum page for this as well. And the new combat abilities. First of all, I'm going to talk about the Guthix thing. That's kind of nice, actually. I like how they're doing something kind of lore-ish with the World Wakes, and they're really following up with that. A lot of people said they really enjoyed the quest, and said that the lore was amazing. Leave a comment down below, of course, if you've done any of these butterfly things, and what the memories are like, if they're really well done as well, and really explain it really well, or if they're kind of meh, and it all depends. But I really like that they're actually doing something kind of cosmetic that's free for once, instead of putting the Solomon's General Store for 80 billion rune coins. And the Sword of Edix, at least the concept art here, looks pretty impressive. So, clap clap, actually, Jagex, clap clap. And it's kind of nice that it is both for free and members, so they both get a little bit of a taste. Even if members only get XP from catching butterflies, which is understandable because it would go technically under hunting, which is a member skill anyway. So, it's kind of understandable. But the new combat abilities. In another batch of awesome EOC updates, we've introduced 4 brand new combat abilities, 2 each for rangers and mages, and also expanded the functions of 2 existing dual-wielding melee abilities. So there's a couple of things. So Magic, Sonic Wave, level 8 two-handed. The basic ability deals 120% of your active spell's damage, which gives the next attack 10% accuracy bonus against the affected target. It has a 5-second cooldown, but is a great way to help that big ultimate you've been saving up for to hit its mark. And Concentrated Blast, level 12 dual-wielding. This basic tier combo ability fires out 3 magic blasts, each causing 100% spell damage. Each of the 3 beams has a 5% greater chance to critically hit than its predecessor. So the damage can really stack up. So it's basically like magical declaws. Interesting. Except declaws hit more often. So it's basically magical DDS, technically. It would be the closer thing to that. Anyway. Range, it has Dazing Shot, which is a level 8 two-handed. As with Sonic Wave, the basic ability deals 100% damage, so it's basically the same exact thing, except The next attack target 10% more likely to hit. It's a great way to set up your enemy for big coup de grace. So it's basically the same thing as Sonic Wave. Needle Strike, level 12, dual wielding. Basically, this basic ability does a solid 120% weapon damage and increases your next hit chance to critical strike by 10%, which is kind of nice. And Unload. This ultimate now does up to 110% damage per hit to enemies in target area, with each consecutive hit adding 10% on top of the previous hit's modifier. That's interesting. And there's one for attack, Flurry. The Flurry of Blows. It's kind of a weird name for that. Of blows put out by this dual-wielding ability now affect consecutive enemies in a 360-degree area around you. As soon as one of these misses, all the remaining hits 6-second duration hit original target, so the accuracy is key for continued AoE carnage. Interesting. Strength, Frenzy. They really don't have one called Frenzy now? Interesting. This mighty dual-wielding ultimate can now cause up to 110% damage per hit and a 10-second melee barrage against targets straight in front of you, with each consecutive hit adding 10% damage on top of the previous hit's modifier, so it's kind of like Unload, sort of. Let them know the feedback, blah blah blah, on the forums. So yeah, and there's a behind-the-scenes video as well. In other news, reflect on the events of the World Wakes and new Guthix Team's outfits available in Solomon's General Store. That's, of course... I knew they couldn't just all be free. Take part in a feast for Guthix this weekend with a plethora of prayer-related items to show up on the Squeal of Fortune. It's kind of interesting that they're so Guthix-orientated today. But yeah, so the tribute to Guthix is kind of cool. I like it. I like how it's free. I like how it's for free to play. And I like how the permanent prayer altar and small obelisk thing is a thing, because Lodestone teleports pretty well right there anyway, so kind of awesome. Of course, the new combat abilities I don't know anything about because I don't use combat abilities even when I do play EOC, and I don't do that very often. So really, I don't know. I don't like combat abilities. I don't like the fact of the bar. It feels just so generic to me, and RuneScape is not a generic MMO. I'd rather the spec weapons be a thing than this action bar thing. If I want to play a generic MMO, I'll go play a free MMO somewhere on the internet. They're everywhere. I can't get behind new combat abilities. But if you do like them, you know, leave a comment if they're good, if they're not, if you should switch it out for something, because I know there are people that are like have videos of certain setups that are really, really good and some that aren't, and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, if you like it, you like it. And again, leave a comment down below if you like the Guthix himself lore stuff that they're having with the butterflies. Leave a comment down below if those are really, really good, and, you know, if it really does portray Guthix very well and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, what do you think it's going to all lead up to? Have they said anything about what it's going to lead up to, or haven't they? But yeah, leave a comment for sure on that, because I am kind of interested in that, because I do like... I'm kind of a lore hound, but not a big lore hound, so, you know, it's just how it is. So, yeah. And people have been... asking me to do some news and updates there when they happen for 07, and that happens on their 07 page and whatnot. So, yeah, it's nothing really major yet. Between the 25th of February and the 8th of March, it's really just been updates and reboots. They're going to be starting polls very soon, and then once that starts up, I'll do videos on the polls and stuff like that, either along with Failgex news or as a separate video thing. I don't know yet. We'll find out anyway. Also, I have a new icon, if you didn't see. I did make it purposely, well, I didn't make it, but it was made purposely old style. So you guys should definitely check that out. But other than that, though, guys, thank you very much for watching this fairly long video, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.